with summer around the corner, Water Safety Month starts tomorrow, and we want to make sure that your kids stay out of danger, and our kids too. Every year in the U.S., listen to this, more than 4,500 people drown, and it's the leading cause of death for children ages 1 to 4 years old, and it hits underserved communities the hardest. This statistic is shocking. Nearly 64% of Black children have little to no swimming experience. That puts them at greater risk of drowning. Olympic gold medalist Cullen Jones is here to help. He's doing something about it. He is teaming up with the nonprofit group Diversity in Aquatics to help keep kids safe in the water. Cullen, thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Wonderful jewelry choice this morning.
Thank you.
Yes, really nailed it. But let's talk about this statistic. We've done a lot of stories about this disproportionate effect of drowning on communities of color, but what are the driving factors, and what can parents do?
I mean, the number one driving factor is definitely access. And so when we look back at the history of, swimming, and especially people of color around swimming, water was just always a hard thing to get to. And so access is the number one thing. Number two is fear. We have so many people, it's generational, and you have parents that don't know how to swim. If both parents don't know how to swim, there is a 13% chance that that child will learn to swim. So we really want to make sure that we are getting, and we know we have the answer.
So there's an 87% chance.
Correct.
That the kid is not going to swim.
Exactly.
So how does this nonprofit you're working with help solve the problem?
So I actually, after the gold medal, I still felt kind of alone being the only Black swimmer at that time that was really in that level, and started working with Diversity in Aquatics, where I started working with a lot of different other sports, water polo, my goodness, synchronized swimming, all of these other groups. And what we try to do is elevate the stories. And so partnering with Diversity in Aquatics has been like one of the best things that we can do. And so what we're trying to do is combat that access by showing people where they can find lessons. So we have a website, diversityinaquatics.org/find a pool. We try to make it as easy as possible for people to get near water.
I'm going to use this website because, my daughter's been in swim classes. My son, I haven't had a chance to do it yet. But part of it is finding a pool. The lessons are expensive. Like there are barriers, but it can be done. I'm going to go to that website.
When I was in high school, actually middle school in Maryland, they had a thing called drown proofing that the public schools ran, and they pushed us all into the pool and taught us how to at least swim to the corner. Yeah.
And we really would love people to advocate for their, local policy to try to get more funding and definitely more education out there about learning to swim. As you said, next month is Water Safety Month.
But hold on, I knew we were having you on. I knew you had gold medals, but I didn't know that you almost drowned yourself.
Yes, and so that's, I guess, the most important part about my story is that I had humble beginnings. I nearly drowned at a water park. Lifeguards were there. My parents were there.
How old were you?
Fully supervised, 5 years old. The crazy part was the next words out of my mouth was, what's the next ride we're getting on? I didn't want to leave, and kids love water. And so I've never been to a state or talked to a kid that didn't want to be around water. So we want to get them the education and make sure they're safe around the water.
Free and safe.
Your parents said never again. We're going to put them in swimming.
It worked out.
It did, just a little bit,
Not bad. Cullen Jones, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. It's a great organization.